The word miracle isn't really worth the same measure of marvel in heaven as it is here on earth, because extraordinary factors are common in the promised land. So the precedent is modified. God herself decides the phenomena, very spectacular in nature, happening only rarely, to a standard set by the practicing masters of the spectacular arts of paradise. As I strolled aimless one day on the edges of Sacrament, I wasn't looking and died by accident. With sugar on my tongue and a breeze in each armpit, I descended to heaven cross-legged on magic carpet. Carried along through the tunnels by the flow of waves, I met the soul with the role of issuing halos. His name was Aurora, one-time bet maker. Everything he said, he sang and checked later. He described the significance of the halo's intentions, the way that each increment of their dimensions bore a correlation to the core of your essence, with factors including the learning of lessons. The things that matter the most here being reflect undirect in the gleam that you're seeing, overall size of particle density as it corresponds to each emission's intensity. Well over 400 factors with gradients come into play with each new halo's radiance. With congratulations in repeating my name, he also ensured me that no two are the same. With halo in place and my thankfulness full-fledged, my resident status in heaven was full-fledged. The next day in eternity, after riding a teeter-totter with God, I fell asleep with my feet in the water of a lake and by a tree in a quiet little place where I could be by myself with the sun on my face. A little while later, I awoke to a rumbling and opened my eyes to see a scene so humbling I couldn't quite catch my breath and my pulse doubled. 'Cause see, that lake, it looked like it boiled as it bubbled, but instead of scalding my skin, it felt soothing, and it seemed like only my imagination was melting and trickling into pools of fluid intuition as this secret splendor came into fruition. My own eyes surrendered and rapture found its purpose as beautiful harmonies dance on the surface. Abstract shapes of all colors first did it dance and then float, and then each bubble bursted. Literally billions of magnificent things would quake and quiver on top of the lake. When I glanced left and right to see if maybe anyone else was dreaming this dream, I turned my back all the way to the spectrum, and I saw there an angel in the form of perfection. I felt paralyzed and my voice tried to hide. She smiled and just moved her head side to side without moving her feet, her hands held out in front of her, calm and collected, my hopes in her palm. The closer she came, and something about her, the most soothing sounds grew louder and louder. Intense pleasure ran the length of our spines as I pulled her towards me with the strength of our mind. And then when our hands finally touched, yeah, she told me she loved me. And then the shapes from that lake, they filled the whole sky above me. Instead of our tongues, we just spoke with our eyes, while music and color pulsed in the skies. It shines. Our edges are just dreams running lengthwise, our secret wishes floating in light years. We fashioned inferences into sky shapes together. Our ideas converged to form corners to hide in. Ghosts waltzed around our backs. Quicker than dreams, we traded our charms and then spent eternity in each other's arms. Yeah, it was a miracle in heaven. You could see it and feel it everywhere. The synthesis of two souls in one spirit. Our halos were the exact same size.